It's time for Donkey of the Day.
It's a read, but you're so good at it.
You trying to be a fake-ass Charlamagne. There's only one Charlamagne to God.
Damn, Charlamagne, who you giving Donkey of the Day to now?
Well, Sexy Red, Donkey of the Day for Friday, June 21st goes to American Airlines. If you haven't heard, they have recently put several employees on leave after American Airlines was sued by 3 black New Yorkers who were kicked off a JFK-bound flight over a body odor complaint. I done told y'all stop playing around in this heat, okay? Just because your deodorant says it can last for 48 hours doesn't mean you should test it, all right? A lot of y'all like to use that Stone Crystal deodorant, and you have to wet the top of the stone, and then after you wet the stone, you use it, you put it on. Well, maybe y'all need to put more water on the stone because something not working, something not connecting, but I don't want to victimize the victims here, okay? No matter how much musty people make us feel like we the victim because of their BO, let's not let that deflect from the fact that these men were done wrong. Okay, now apparently there was a group of black men on an American Airlines flight, and one of the flight attendants complained of an offensive body odor. Why am I telling y'all this story? Let's go to CBS News for the report, please.
We're the only ones getting taken off the plane. Look at this.
This video at the center of a newly filed lawsuit against American Airlines appears to show a number of black men after they've been removed from a flight allegedly due to a complaint about offensive body odor. As Flight 832 from Phoenix to New York was finishing boarding in January, American employees removed 8 black men from the plane. They were not traveling together, weren't seated next to each other, did not know each other, and appeared to be the only black men on the flight. For plaintiffs Emmanuel Jean Joseph, Alvin Jackson, and Xavier Veal, Flight 832 was a connection. They'd taken an earlier flight from Los Angeles without issue. The lawsuit claims over the course of about an hour, the men were kept in the jetway and then moved to the gate area where they were told they'd be rebooked on another flight to New York later that day, and alleges an American employee indicated the complaint about offensive body odor had come from a white male flight attendant. But when another flight to New York couldn't be found, they were put back on the same plane.
Had to go back on the plane with everybody looking at us, you know, very uncomfortable.
I knew that as soon as I get on that plane, a sea of white faces were going to be looking at me and blaming me for their late flight of an hour.
Had to get back on the plane. Everybody looking at them like they stink, okay? My question, why is it only 3 black people suing? If it was 8 of y'all, it should be 8 lawsuits. The pain and suffering that you all went through because somebody labeled you stink. Don't you ever play with me like that in your mother effing life, okay? Because the problem with stink people is a lot of times they don't even know they stink, okay? I know you be around them and you be like, stop playing. If I can smell you, you can smell you. But that's not always the case, which is why labeling someone stink when they not is so offensive. Because now you got me thinking that I just might smell, okay? Sniffing under my arm, smelling my shirt, trying to figure out, is it me who is the keeper of the funk? Now, what's crazy is none of these men knew each other. You just heard the news report. They were all complete strangers, and they were all sitting separately. So this flight attendant singled out these 8 passengers, which is even more egregious because if you smelled somebody on the plane and then randomly went around the plane just picking people, you look stink. You look like you smell. Oh, you definitely spoiled. Matter of fact, you over there, get your rank ass up too. How you gonna make all of us get up out of our seats and then get into a stink single file line all because you profiling us for having body odor? I wish I would be on a plane and someone complained about somebody being stink and then a flight attendant just randomly assumes it was me. Don't you ever play with me like that in your mother effing life. And what makes no sense about this story, what makes no sense, you removed me because you said I fit the description of someone with body odor, but you couldn't find them another flight, so you ordered them to reboard? Now, let's just say some of them did smell. Why recycle the funk? You was just going to put them on another flight and hope nobody's nose was working? See, we don't know how to solve problems in this country. If I'm on an airline and you remove me for being stink or allegedly stink, then you have to offer me a free hotel room, some Old Spice body wash, and a new flight. You can't just point out the problem and then offer me no solution, especially since you done profiled me for being pungent. Now, we told you all these people were black, right? Well, I don't know if y'all remember in 2017, the NAACP warned black travelers to avoid American Airlines, citing multiple instances of alleged discrimination, but clearly y'all didn't listen. Now, the NAACP did lift the advisory nearly 9 months later, but the fact they had to tell us this in the first place should be a red flag, okay? The NAACP told y'all American Airlines was foul, but yet you're still riding American Airlines. Now they calling you foul, as in foul smelling. American Airlines CEO Robert Isom said, "I am incredibly disappointed by what happened on that flight and the breakdown of our procedures." Well, what is the procedure when somebody stinks on a flight? Robert said it contradicts our values. We fell short of our commitments and failed our customers in this incident. This is terrible because you can't just pick and choose who you think is stink, because what if none of them, didn't smell bad, which they probably didn't. But what if none of them didn't smell bad, but this flight attendant isn't used to the smell of shea butter? You know what I'm saying? Cocoa butter. What if he got neo-Nazi nostrils and he's simply not used to personal fragrance oils that a lot of us beautiful black people wear? Now listen, okay, we all know from time to time, people definitely do stink, but the chances of there being 8 stink black people in one space, nah. I don't think that those chances are too high, okay? That usually only happens in sports. But the chances of there being 8, not 1, not 2, but 8 random black people that all got body odor is ridiculous for one simple reason. I don't care if you're a black grandmother, black father, black aunts, black uncles, okay? Black adults, period, all preach the same message. Make sure you wash your ass. Okay, we were taught young not to be the stink-ass kid in school, so there is no way 8 random black people were on a plane stinking at the same damn time. It's just not possible. American Airlines pay these people, okay? You basically called them filthy in front of the world. Now make them filthy rich. Please give American Airlines the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
All right.
So nobody gonna tell this nigga that I reported the same story like
a week ago.
Weeks ago. Yeah, that's crazy. Nobody.
He wasn't. He was here when you did that story.
He was here. He did hella commentary too. Like he remember it, or maybe he don't.
The update is the CEO released a statement yesterday, Jess Hilarious. That's why they're getting donkey of the day, because they're admitting that they put their employees on leave. So they're admitting that they did wrong. So hopefully this leads to those people that are suing getting paid.
Yeah, but the question that you said, I still want to know that if it was 8 of them, why are only 3 of them suing? And apparently they didn't even know each other.
Word. They didn't even know each other. They should be coming together to form a lawsuit.
Yep. I don't know. The 3 that are suing, they do kind of favor a little bit. But I ain't want to say that because then, I ain't want to be on the white side like, oh, they do look like. No, but they do kind of favor a little bit, though. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
But did they all smell alike? Did they all smell alike is the question.
My Jesus. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today, sir.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.